On the visitor's sideline, Mike McDaniel, head coach of the Dolphins. His guys off to a slow start, looking for their first win after 2 straight losses to start the year. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys off to a much better start, 2-0 through 2 weeks of football. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. The numbers a week ago for Cook. 11 carries, 69 yards.
Well, obviously he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, first down. The Bills at 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
To the air, Allen. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you, and you know what else you're looking for?
What's that? Who
are the freshest guys? Coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night, guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Cook up the gun. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Here comes 3rd and about a foot. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. It's caught by Coleman. And he is going to have a Bills first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, On offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Allen going to throw. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
To throw, it's Allen. Working the middle here, that's complete to Knox, the tight end. They'll get him to the ground at the 20, following a pickup of 4.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Here's Allen to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphins shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal. Cook. We'll get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
In the backfield, standing alone here on second and goal is Davis. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Ray Davis, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
A great job defensively taking away his receivers, and he was forced to put that one into Lake Erie, but that's what good quarterbacks do. They don't take unnecessary chances if they don't have to.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Flushed out right. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. So on 4th down, here's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the first quarter, as that's a first down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Now Allen. Coleman has it here right side. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Finding Shakir across the formation. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Cook. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
They try again with Cook. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's third and goal. The Miami defense trying to keep him out. They haven't let him in yet. Can they hold again here on third and goal? And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So Miami coming out for their second drive. Winless to start the year at 0-2, and now they get the Thursday night game here in Week 3. So I don't know, does the fact that they're back out so quickly, Charles, help or hurt their cause?
Oh, I say unequivocally help, because you always want a Thursday game earlier in the schedule rather than later, just because the grind of the season hasn't really set in yet. But also, if they can get a win here, they get a mini open week, recharge a little bit, and carry some fresh momentum into the rest of the season.
That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. A run straight ahead with Achane. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. You see the numbers on the ground a week ago for Achane. 16 carries, 70 yards, and a touchdown.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. As they're looking at a second down and 9 to go. Tua going to throw. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
All right, come on.
Now Tua. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Miami.
Here's Tua. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Up the middle, Achane. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
2nd and goal from the 1. Now Tua on the bootleg here. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. And Oliver that time to want to get in there and bring him down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. Sanders' kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
And it's a pretty good return here as they get this up to the 29. So here are the Bills to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Allen now looks to throw. He's got a man complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Khalil Shakir, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great work, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Here's Bass now for the extra point. And it's 21-3. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. 1-play drive and into the end zone for 6.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Dolphins offense returning to the field. Now, early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, something like that.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a third down.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Tua going to run the sneak. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Tua with a quick throw, caught out wide. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. The Dolphins on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Looking to pass. Tua. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Joey Bosa in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
He's brought down.
Juwan Bentley there to get him down. This is 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Allen. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Allen. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, a pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
At the 39-yard line.
From the gun, it's Tua. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
This now a 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That is caught. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. All the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 59 yards. And the Dolphins get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it makes the score 21-10. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Allen has his man. It's Shakir. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now Allen. And complete right side to Cook. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that'll bring up second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Second down and 8. Here's Allen. Setting up the screen for Cook. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
At the 43-yard line.
To the air, Allen. He's brought down, and remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
The final shot before half for Allen. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here
for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Now, they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Tua sets up to pass it. They're going deep for Hill. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Dolphins come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. Well, I guess the coach looked at the two-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a three-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a two-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Working the middle here, that's complete to Knox, the tight end. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 30. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Oh, a heck of a move. Man. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Allen going to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And the Bills are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
They'll run with Cook. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Here's Allen to throw it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Keon Coleman from 4 yards out. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And it's intercepted. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Allen going to get it quickly onto Coleman. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A good pick up there at 20 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second. 1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick, not going to have much time in the pocket.
Elijah Moore, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Bills take the first turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack on the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
Bass on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was finished off by Elijah Moore on the touchdown reception. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Now we get Tyreek Hill and the rest of the Miami offense back out there. Good day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team, because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. It feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
But what they're seeking with an RPO is space for the receiver to make a catch and then make a play downfield, but there wasn't any space available, thus the incompletion.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Hill. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 35. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 35-yard line. And a toss right side, HM with it. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 35.
Again, it's Achane. A beautiful fake. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Play action, now it's Tua. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Go ahead.
Tua going to throw. Buying time to his left. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. Sanders' kick is good, and that will close the gap down to 14. So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the 3rd quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, we're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now a give running right, it's Cook. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
16 yards. That's another Bills 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Davis. They'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game.
Who would have juke. And they can't bring him down. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 89 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slow them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down.
And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. Call it a gain of 9 there, and it puts him in better shape here for 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. A touchdown run here from a yard out. And the Bills are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now Tua. That's caught. Nick. He lost the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. And he's brought down. Couple of Alabama guys here, Tua to Waddle for the Miami first. In motion is Westbrook-Ikhine. Now Tua going to fake the jet sweep and the handoff as he'll drop the throw. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 18 yards the gain for number 18. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
7 yards there on the first down screen play.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 13-yard line.
Get right here.
Here's Tua. This one thrown underneath to Ochan. Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now they'll send Waddle in motion left. On play action, here's Tua. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
A loss of 8 yards. And it's 4th down.
4th down, 4th quarter, here's Tua. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Hey, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
He's brought down at the 31.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
3rd and 2.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Looking to pass. Tua. Throw right side. Going to be caught here by Waddle. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
First down, Miami.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Ochan. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
Gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And 6 yards to go.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Tua. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. Throw caught by H.M. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. James Daniels, the guard, called for the penalty there.
Still 3rd down.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Ready.
Looking to throw. Tua, and the ball is out. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. And he is going to be out of bounds a mile away from that yellow line, and that will become a turnover on downs. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Well, partner, under the lights in prime time, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere,